Former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede has been sworn in as a member of the KwaZulu-Natal Legislature. It's despite her firing as eThekwini Mayor following her arrest for alleged corruption involving a multi-million rand waste disposal tender. Now, she's currently out on 50,000 rand bail. She's been arrested alongside a number of ANC councillors and Durban officials. The latest move has raised eyebrows, given promises by the ANC to root out corruption within its ranks. Well, to make sense of this, I'm joined by political analyst Asanda Ngoasheng. Asanda, good evening and thank you so much for your time. Does it make sense that Zandile Gumede is now a member of the provincial legislature in KZN, the very same province where, of course, she's accused of having squandered money that was supposed to help deliver services to the very people that she's now supposed to be serving?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just showing us that the ANC is actually at a point where they don't care anymore. They're not even trying to hide their corruption, or they're not even trying to hide their lack of care and their lack of interest in, giving the voters what they're asking for, which is an end to corruption, and what they're asking for, which is putting in place only people who can deliver and don't have a track record of corruption. So we shouldn't be surprised, but people still get disappointed because, every single time the ANC makes utterances, those who support it believe that it's going to change and believe that it's going to transform. And I mean, just as I was preparing for this interview, I went back, and exactly a year ago, the ANC was talking about how Zandile Gumede has been asked to step down because she hasn't delivered. She's been asked to step down. She's been downgraded to a councillor from being a mayor, and her entire leadership team. And they said the reason they did that was because they listened to the people, and the people said that there wasn't service delivery because of a particular group that was led by her. So my question is, a year later, how is she suddenly able to not lead at eThekwini, but suddenly able to lead at a provincial position, which is an even higher position that has more responsibility than the position that she previously failed at?
Of course, the issue that we're dealing with here is, I think, is even bigger than the ANC, because it's one thing that the party can fail at implementing what it says it will do. It's another that our systems of electing public officials into legislatures does allow for somebody who is out on 50,000 rand corruption, bail for corruption, can still be appointed to such a position.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, as things stand, the legal sort of aspects of it are such that until you have been charged, you are eligible. So the question is not really about legality as far as I'm concerned. It's actually more about ethic. What is the ethical thing that the ANC should have done? What is the morally good thing that the ANC should have done? And this abuse of the statement of innocent until proven guilty is really quite problematic. And the ANC, again, as I've said, is showing us that they don't care about the voters. They don't care about the people who are calling for an end to corrupt cadre deployment. And they are showing us that they are going to continue on the path that they have been, which is to be corrupt and to be unashamed about their corruption. Because if there's one thing that Zandile Gumede has shown, is lack of remorse. And she hasn't at one stage spoken as somebody who has any remorse for any kind of disappointment that she could have, given, she could have resulted in people. And so this is the kind of leadership that the ANC constantly gives us, and we need to start believing that this political party is not capable of delivering clean people.
Political analyst Asanda Ngoasheng, let's leave it there for tonight.